So today, I don't know how well you can hear me, but I got my brush cutter on, waiting for my Bobcat to warm up, and then I was going to bring my youngest or my oldest boy with me, but he's nap timing, so we're going to go over there. This is my house, obviously, but over here I bought this 20 acres, and I'm going to go brush hog, and I'll get some video footage of it. And then my kid's always messing around with this thing when I get out, and somehow he changed it to Spanish, so now I got to try to figure out how I'm going to change it back to English. But after this thing gets warmed up, and I check it out a little bit, I already checked the oil, topped off the hydraulic fluid, because imagine that, something I own leaks hydraulic fluid, and then I will get some more video footage when I'm over there. Summertime, maybe the dozer, depends on how wet it is, and kind of knock this all down some more and get it flattened out. We're trying to make some farmland out of this. My wife wants some goats, cows of her own. I've already been back here a little bit, but this is one of them Wolverine, I don't know, it was like, I bought this at an auction, it was like 1,500 bucks for this brush cutter. Actually bought two of them. My grandpa wanted one, and then I bought one for myself. I'm fairly impressed with it, actually. Most brush, you know, what's a real brush cutter? 5-6 grand? That's what I'm worried about. Rooting around out here, I don't want to shove a stick up somewhere I don't need to be. this weird spot. The guy I bought it from put a different window on it, a different windshield, and for some odd reason, it seems like that spot on that, or where he put that new windshield on, there's like a spot that it never cleans up. Kind of, it's weird. Like the windshield wiper misses it. This is a 72-inch, a brand new Wolverine roll standard flow. It's only good for 3,000 psi. I put 3,500 to it. It's got like a bypass valve on it to return oil, but it still spins it, I think. Or maybe not harder than it should, but I mean, it's 30, I don't know, 32 degrees today, maybe. I don't even know if it's that warm. And I'm still running like 210 to 217 for hydraulic temp. I mean, I don't know how well this would perform if it was, 70, 80 degrees outside. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try it out this summer. I'm sure at some point in time I'll end up putting it to work somewhere. We'll see what it does then. The snow is super annoying, but I don't, like I said, this is normally wet over here. So I don't know how wet it gets in the summer. I just know it gets wet. I burn it, but the Burning Man's on right now. As I accumulate, common and maybe even some topsoil, I don't know, I'd probably save the topsoil, but as I get undesirable dirt, I'll just keep bringing it here and start building a bench where it's low, start filling it in. This is a 2017 it's a T650 Bobcat. It's got, as of this current moment, it's got 1,964 hours on it. Bought it used. The guy was the second owner. I'm the third owner. It's been a pretty good machine so far. We'll see how it holds up. I'm pretty tough on this stuff. Like ignorant way, like I don't know, it seems like everything I touch breaks. I've been like that my whole life. I don't know. brand. It was a name brand one. It wasn't a Chinese one. That's something we're gonna have to fix. One of the dozer, just not change the elevation, just knock off all the high spots. Or get out here with the disc it all up. Start here. Go out here and knock down all this stuff. I know what you got a little bit. Let the sun get to it, melt her off. I've been leaving all my stuff at my dad's house, so if I really get carried away, I'll just go to his house, grab my backhoe when all the snow's gone, come out here and pluck a lot of this little stuff that's kind of annoying in the way. They come out here and thin this out so cows can get in there. Got all this underbrush with this thing. A good spot for a pecan head. Run through here and mulch it all. You'll probably never get grass to grow in there anyways, or hay, whatever you want to call it. But somewhere for them to get out of the rain, snow, whatever. ice out. I mean, a lot of that can probably stay. I'm sure my wife will come and tell me she's doing something else, but it's part of being married, so love my wife. Just don't know. I think there's a lot of, I was out here the other day. When we first bought this, I was just driving around out here. Honestly, just making a mess, all I was really doing, but that snow is melting so much out here. I found there's a bunch of big rocks out here. You got a big hump of stuff right there? Not what you think it is, huh? This, oh, so rough. I would assume most of this out here is probably we're never going to be able to actually, I mean, we can put animals, like let them have part of this, but I don't think we'll ever be able to farm any of this. Get it on the ground like that. Let it die. Everything go if I don't wreck this thing in the process. It's like there's a big hump of something. Nobody's done anything with this for a long time out here, so it's going to take a while to get it back the way we want it.